right, Trunal, thank you so much for joining me for the first ever Ask You Anything session on cloud marketplaces.
Super excited. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So, our very first question: what exactly are cloud marketplaces? People are talking about them. What are they?
Great question. So cloud marketplaces are these, third-party marketplaces that all of the cloud providers have started. The AWS, Azure, and GCP, where third-party independent software vendors can sell their software to the customers of these three large CSPs in exchange for a fee. And there's other benefits that I'm more than happy to talk about, but that's in an overall nutshell what a cloud marketplace is.
Got it. Why should SaaS companies care about these cloud marketplaces? Why should they be in them?
Yeah, no, this is a great question again, Brian. And I spent, you probably know this already, but I spent 4.5 years at Confluent, being the head of cloud marketplaces there. And one of the things that I learned is this is literally the new way of purchasing SaaS software because it is extremely easy. It is integrated with your cloud service provider already. It has a bunch of benefits on the buyer side and on the seller side. One of the biggest benefits is the EDP drawdown or the on AWS or the MAC drawdown on Azure or commit drawdown on GCP, which is basically an ability for the buyers of the software to use their existing committed spend on that they have already made on the CSPs to purchase independent third-party software. So this is the trend. This is how I firmly believe this is going to be the default way how customers are going to buy and sell software in the next decade or so.
And so, if I'm a SaaS company, and instead of just the benefits to me, what are the benefits to my customers to buy and procure this way?
Yeah, that's a great point again. One of the reasons why cloud marketplaces started taking off was on the buyer side because what happened is, let's say if I'm some large corporation, I do have a lot of spend already committed on one of these three cloud marketplaces. Now it's beneficial for me to have all of my procurement done through just via that single channel. So I just get one single bill in a nicely formatted way, and my entire procurement process is simplified to a whole new level. That was one of the reasons why this buyer, simplification is what drove this. And some of the CSPs out there have done detailed studies on how it simplifies the buying process, the procurement process, and some of the actual tangible benefits as well. So that's exactly why the benefit exists on the buyer side.
So we have three of the biggest software companies in the world: Amazon, Microsoft, Google, all investing heavily in these cloud marketplaces. Why are they doing it? Why is it so important to them?
Yeah, and they've all been at different phases, and everybody is like now interested in pushing the marketplaces forward. Amazon has been around for I think a decade almost. Azure and GCP, similar times. But what they're realizing now is this is the way the buyers and the sellers prefer transacting today because of all of the benefits that I just described. So it makes sense, and all of these big three companies are very good at understanding customer needs and where the industry is going and where the industry trends are. And industry trend is definitely going in a direction where people have a committed spend. Then you can either buy a native service on the cloud service provider or buy a third party service as well. So that's why they're realizing now that pushing this forward and making it easy for all of their customers is the way to the future.
Final question. Uh, we talk a lot about the companies that should be going into the cloud, why it makes sense for them, the benefits. But what are some reasons and some type of companies that shouldn't be looking at these marketplaces? What might make them a bad fit?
Excellent question, and I agree. I mean, Brian, you know this. Like we talk about, companies day in day out. One of the first thing that we tell them is if you're looking to get a lead, you're looking to use cloud marketplaces as a lead generation engine, then it's not going to be a fit for you initially. At least, when you start doing wholesale and some of the advanced stages, you can expect this to be a lead generation engine. But initially, as you're just starting out, it is not. So if you have the expectation that all right, I'm going to go on cloud marketplace, like and then I'm going to start seeing all of these leads come through. It's not going to be a good fit for you. because that's just not how the cloud marketplaces work for your initial phases of the operation.